tonight, a shutout win for girls lacrosse. On Tuesday, they beat Fitchburg 17-0. It was Carly Moody, Maya Fillon, and Ashley Dickout all scoring goals. We'll bring you how they did next. Then we go to softball. They just barely lost against Neshoba on Monday, but then it was their rebound game as they faced off against North Middlesex. We'll tell you how they did and who was the big scorers. Then to the baseball field, and it was a showdown on Wednesday afternoon against a rival from North Middlesex. The Rams had it close in the game, had the lead, gave up 4 runs in 1 inning. Game went to extra innings after a controversial call, and the Rams end up losing 6-4. We'll bring you all of that chaotic scene when it happens. Boys lacrosse tonight, 18-7. The final, they lost to Blackstone Valley, but then that game in a moment. And then tonight in the national sports, the Boston Bruins heading to a Game 7. A horror story on repeat, a story I can't wait to rant about. That's coming up next.
From Shepherd Hill Regional High School, this is Shepherd Hill Sports Zone with Cameron Simpson.
Hello everyone, and thanks for being with us on this Friday. Thanks for ending your week with us. A busy week, an exciting week at that. And for those of you that know why it's an exciting week, you understand. But I appreciate you all being here with us. Let's get right into today's episode. We have so much to talk about. I want to start with girls lacrosse because they had a 17-0 victory on Tuesday. Something that they really need. Turn this team around, turn this program around quickly as the season winds down to pretty much a stop soon. So let's take a look. I mentioned it. Carly Moody scored 4 goals in the 17-0 win. Maya Fillon, Ashley Dickout, they both netted a hat trick with 3 goals, and they both got an assist. Now, the Rams were able to beat the 5-5, now go 5-5, 3-2 in the mid-watch. The Red Raiders were 0-6. They haven't won yet this season. A shutout for the goaltender as well. And next up, they head into next week, hoping to get that record above 500. We'll see what they can do. To the softball field, and we start on Monday for the team against Neshoba. Megan, for a home run for Neshoba in the 7th inning, was a walk-off, and they were able to beat the Rams 2-1. Tough loss for the Rams. Grace Guerin, she collected a double and RBI. Emily Holgren hit and also drove in a run, but obviously not the finish that the Rams were hoping for at all. They then went on to play North Middlesex. That game was held on Wednesday. They went and were victorious against North Middlesex with a win, 18-2. Second time they beat North Middlesex here. They won 6-5 in the last game, so improving significantly. Well, the boys baseball team also had to play North Middlesex, and a game that was a lot on the line. Both teams got into it last time, kind of a heated exchange, and they're back at it again this game. Well, it was a 2-hit game that was able to do it. The Rams had the lead 3-0 heading into the 4th inning when North Middlesex put up they had the lead 4-0 when North Middlesex put up a 4-run advantage there, tied the game up, and then it went to the 7th inning, where at the bottom of the 7th, the Rams had an opportunity to win the game, and on the run, it was Colin Moody who got struck by the ball in the leg, but there was no dead ball called, which means that the Patriots turned 2, giving them an opportunity in the top of the 8th and extra innings to score 2 runs, which they did. They won the game 6-2. Obviously, 6-4. Excuse me. Obviously, controversial moment there. The rule looks like it should have been called, and the Rams will have to pack it up, get ready for their game on Monday, also at home. Let's finish tonight off with boys lacrosse. They lost 18-7. Grace Guerin netted a hat trick for the Rams, and they are now 5-5 on the season. They were above 500. This loss doesn't come at a great time for them. They look to improve later in the week. Finally tonight, the Boston Bruins, and a horror story on repeat, as I said in the open. That's an understatement. They played the Leafs for Game 6 in Toronto, and they lost 2-1 after a 0.1 second goal by the Bruins. So they basically lost 2-0. The team has not frankly showed up embarrassing the last 2 games, and now they head into Game 7 on Saturday night at 8 o'clock on ABC, Game 7. And if you remember last year, they had the Panthers 3-1. They couldn't close out Game 5. They couldn't close up Game 6. They went to Boston Game 7. They had the game tied into overtime, and they lost and went home packing. A very similar sight is about to be brewed up, and I tell you, I've got zero confidence in the Bruins to do anything on Saturday night. I think that plane ticket to Cancun or Bermuda or wherever they're going has already been booked. I can tell you the plane ticket to the Florida Panthers, I don't think they should book that one. They don't look good at all. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy your weekend. I'll be back on Monday to recap it all. Until then, good night.
Thanks for watching Shepherd Hill Sports Zone, the only place for Rams sports news.